Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Two Buds One Podcast, episode 62. My name is the Techno Jelly with my co-host Alchem Games. Alchem, it's been a really quiet week in terms of news and just stuff like that. Honestly, it's been a pretty quiet week, mostly because of all the big stuff. They're kind of like everyone's waiting for the holiday marketing season. I feel like. What do you think?
I think so too. I mean, I'm surprised that nothing has happened, nothing major in the tech world or gaming world or anything our neck of the woods that we talk about has actually happened, considering Thanksgiving, Black Friday weekend,
Maybe they're
no
waiting.
announcement for any sales or anything,
I mean,
nothing.
there are announcements for sales, but like they're just boring.
Yeah, nothing nothing that would have grabbed your or my
Yeah.
attention.
I mean,
Nothing really groundbreaking.
yeah. So the first thing, actually, to segue off of that, the first thing I wanted to talk about is how terrible Black Friday is now. Like, have have you seen how awful it is?
I
It's just so
I
boring. Like, it's so dumb.
I've
Have you
seen.
seen the
Well, look,
videos?
okay. I've already saw that. Well, since last year and the year before, Black Friday's been losing its luster because they're not pushing the new tech. Everything
What's
that's in
on?
the stores now that's on Black Friday. Okay, let me rephrase that. Everything that they push for sale on Black Friday is stuff from years and years ago.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'll be quite honest. I don't think there's anything relatively new in terms of, well, besides like PCs being stronger,
Yeah.
and there's nothing really new
Hmm.
in terms of TV monitors, computer screens. Computers are of course just stronger and stuff, and the graphics cards are better. That's pretty much it. There's no phone that everyone's crazy to get, and there was no toy or game that I heard of that people really, really wanted.
Yeah.
So there's practically nothing that anyone really wanted to get. And this has been a trend going on lately for the past couple of Black Fridays.
Yeah. Past couple of
And
years. But have you seen
it's
the
been
videos? I've
rather
seen a
lackluster.
ton of videos on TikTok and YouTube Shorts of just stores during Black Friday. They're just empty.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's
I did
literally a
see
barren
Best
wasteland.
Buy.
Like yeah, it was like Best Buy. There's Best Buys and oh god,
I saw
what's the
a video
other?
of a Target.
Yeah, I think that was an American one that I saw. But in
I
Canada
saw a
here, there
Target
it's
one.
like empty, man. Like malls are just empty during Black Friday. Like no one like okay,
Yeah,
let me rephrase that. There are people there, but
there.
it looks like it's a Tuesday in the afternoon, not a Black Friday sale. You know what I mean? Like it
It's
looks like it's a regular weekend or like it's a regular weekday. Like I even see places busier on the weekends than it was on Black Friday. And
You think maybe Cyber Monday just took over?
well, I would argue, Alcom, who cares about
No,
20% discounts?
no.
Like that's the thing as well because like Black Friday used to be like the 85, the 95% discounts. You buy a TV for 20 bucks, stuff like that. You know,
Yep.
that's like it's the old South Park
No.
joke. He's going to buy a Blu-ray. He ate his son because he's going to buy a Blu-ray player for 20 bucks, you know?
Who it was like the whole who cares if the tech being sold is 5 years old? It's $80 off. It's $90
Yeah.
off. They're literally it's
It's
practically like
it's
a steal.
literally
It is a steal.
it's literally a steal. It was like it's a literally
Steal.
10 bucks, it's 20 bucks, normally a couple hundred. But
It's
nowadays
a
it's like
it's
it's you go to the store and it's 20% off. Like sometimes you go to a store on a regular weekday and there's bigger sales.
You can find that. Yeah.
Like it
It's
I think it's just boring. Like that's my biggest problem with it. It's no longer an event. It's just something that
yeah.
happens and that no one cares about because online stores have better discounts and also they also started doing the whole thing of like they just increase the price and then put the discounts on, so it's basically not even a sale, which is really dumb.
Yeah.
But it's like,
So
do you want to like okay, okay, I'm going to ask you a serious question. When was the last time you went to a brick and mortar store and bought something that wasn't food?
uh uh
That wasn't food.
So you want to know what's funny? I have gone to brick and mortar stores before because I go to malls, and because
Yeah.
my mom's old school, and I'd like to. So
Yeah.
sometimes when I'm with her, I'm like, "Hey, let's go. You love going to malls, so let's go there."
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
I don't buy anything from there because there's nothing that I want. Not
Yeah,
even the clothes. Even if I want to go clothes shopping, I normally I know my size already. I just go online to places that I know have
yeah,
better quality clothes.
yeah. It's crazy. The last time I bought
Huh.
something that wasn't in like an online store, funny enough, is because I go every once in a while to what are they called? I it's places where other people are selling things. They're not big stores. It's like where you go and there's people that have like a little. It's almost like a convention. It's like an antique store, but other people like it's like a farmers market style thing, but it's not just food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like
I know
small
what you're.
time
I
people,
feel.
and I bought like a bunch of Pokemon plushies because they were like super,
Ha.
yeah, because like
They had
they
them.
don't know what they don't know what they're worth, and I'm like I bought this, I looked it up, I'm like this is I think I saved a lot of money on this because I bought like a huge Snorlax, like not a huge, it's like a really big Snorlax plushie for $40, and when I looked it up online, it was like 100 plus, and I was like nice. So like those are the only times I buy stuff on brick and mortar stores, right? Or like retro gaming. Like I look around for like the retro gaming stuff as well. Buying like well, I mean, unfortunately, retro gaming is now like 360 games, which makes me feel old. But you know, that's what it is. It's like we're looking for like my brother and I are looking for like 360 or PS3 games, and it's it's just sad, you know. Like I remember seeing the videos of people like rushing into stores, and it's just like the
Oh,
the Black Friday rush now is like one guy going in.
yeah.
It's like
It's
it's so
it's
it's
sad.
sad, but also like I know good because you know people literally died in during those things, and that's stupid. Like people are being super reckless and
Yeah.
very dangerous, and that's dumb. But like
Yeah.
I just don't care. Like there's literally zero reason to buy anything on Black Friday.
Most of the stores have kind of thrown out the idea of these super sales. They
Yeah,
don't do that
except for
anymore.
Steam.
They don't even
Steam's
care.
Black Friday sale is pretty good. Like there's some pretty good deals on Steam if you haven't checked it
And
out.
you know what? And you know what they're doing? They're doing exactly what everyone expects from these stores.
Yeah,
They're doing the bare minimum of what is
they're just
expected.
having some
They're not
crazy deals.
doing anything special.
Yeah. I mean, it's like everyone's like, "Oh man, Steam's Black Friday sale is insane," and because they're selling like The Witcher 3 and all the DLCs for $3. I'm like, that. I mean, to
This is
be
what is
fair, I'm like,
that's a
that's what
normal
it.
expectation
That's
of Black Friday.
yeah, like that's what it's expected. Also, Steam does that kind of periodically anyway, so like
Yeah.
it's different, but like it's so weird. It's like, oh yeah, they're doing so crazy price stuff, and it's like, yeah, but like that's what's supposed to happen
No.
on Black
On
Friday and
Black
Cyber
Friday.
Monday and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's like,
But
and I think,
apparently everyone doesn't remember this, and everyone just thinks funny, or at least the stores
yeah,
are like, no, they'll buy it. We'll just mark it up. We'll just mark
yeah,
it down 20%, and they'll think it's a steal.
yeah. It's so weird.
And
I like who cares about 20% off? Like, I not okay. I care about 20% off can be nice, but like a Black Friday sale 20% off? No. If a Black
no,
Friday
not
sale isn't
anymore.
70% or more, I'm like, why would I go out to your store and do that? Like, I don't want to
Yeah,
go to your store anyway. So
I'm not wasting my time, energy, and money to go to a store for a sale that I could probably go online and get anyway,
yeah. And it's
and
like,
get it
and I
delivered
think
to
they
my
also,
house.
yeah, they also had another thing of like, who cares about buying TVs anymore? Like, everyone owns a TV
Uh,
now. Like,
yeah. It's because guess what? They were built surprisingly, TVs are built to last.
yeah, I mean,
They aren't built to just become obsolete within a
yeah,
few
my
years.
my family has had the same TV for like decades at this point.
Yep. They do one job and they do it well. All they're
Yeah.
supposed to do is project images. They
Yep.
tried to do smart TVs a while back, but no one gave a shit about
I mean,
that.
okay, smart TVs are cool, but like you only need to buy one still. Like they don't die on you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
TV, for instance, my family's TV is not a smart TV. But like we have the Xbox, and like we have video
yeah,
game consoles that can just be that smart version of it anyway, so it's like not even that big of a deal.
exactly. Exactly. You don't need a smart TV. You just need something to plug into it that can do all that, and then you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And
It's
there you go.
It's so crazy. Like Black Friday I remember waiting for Black Friday for stuff, and now like I forget Black Friday exists. You know what I mean?
Like I,
Like it's
I
such a
used to
different.
go. I used to go like computer part shopping
Mm,
or just computer shopping the other way back, but this was years ago. Like when I
yeah,
wanted a
I
new
used
mouse,
to.
a new keyboard, and
I
yeah,
used to like go to EB Games during Black Friday and be like, dude,
I
what
used to
kind
go
of
to
games
Micro
can?
Center.
Yeah. One
That's
of my
like
favorite things
gaming.
was to go to the day after Black Friday or like near the very end of Black Friday just to see what's left. You know,
Yeah, because
to
normally
see
they're
the
trying to get.
things. Yeah, because normally people are
They're
going for
just
the
trying to get
TVs
you.
and stuff. You know, like they're going for
Yeah,
the big items,
yeah.
but I'm like, I want the small items.
What's funny is Black Friday was supposed to be like a clear inventory kind of a day too for most of those sort of like
Yeah,
Best Buy, Target, Walmart. They're trying to clear out old inventory
for new inventory,
and
and now it's like
yeah, for new
apparently they don't
inventory.
care anymore.
At this point, either they don't care, they don't have it, or they're just trying to make any money they can with everything. But
I mean, to be fair, if you're a
at
brick
the
and mortar
cost of no one
store,
going.
yeah, if you're a brick and mortar store, like, are you even? You're not even in the times anymore, I guess, right? I mean, like, the most
Yeah.
frustrating thing about shopping today, in my opinion, is going to a store, looking at an item, looking at it online at the same store, like going to Walmart, looking at online Walmart and seeing the same item in front of you but cheaper online is so annoying. Like I thought the whole point was to go to the store so you can find the item cheaper. Like it's actually better just to buy the item online now.
Yep.
It's
I
so
mean, one,
stupid.
you thought it was, oh, okay, I'm buying online, therefore I'm paying for delivery. That's why it costs a little more.
Yeah, or
And then when you go to
the
the store,
convenience. But the store
yeah,
is
you
just
go to the store,
is the
it's
same or
either
more.
same price or more. Yeah, and you're just like, I literally have to spend like what 20 minutes driving here with the. I have to spend my money, my time, my gas, all
Yeah.
this, and the same price or more expensive.
Yeah.
I could have literally just bought it online. I would have saved money,
Yeah. I mean, I mean, I guess why Amazon
money,
dominates,
time,
right?
and yeah, money, time, and gas. I would have saved all that.
Yeah, it's so crazy to me. To slightly move on, did you see
Yes.
the Steam Deck was on super sale because of the Black Friday stuff as well, and it's selling like hotcakes again. And okay, first question: are you interested in the Steam Deck at all?
I have a Steam Deck
You have?
already.
Oh yeah, you're right. I
No, wait, no, no,
forgot.
no, wait, no, 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 wait. Steam Deck, or did
Steam
you say
Deck.
Stream Deck?
No, Steam
Steam Deck.
Deck. Steam
Oh,
Deck.
oh, uh, oh yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
like
No, God, no,
The
I don't
Valve
have
thing.
one. Yeah, yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
yeah,
I mean, not really.
yeah,
It looks really, really cool. I
yeah.
wouldn't mind having one, but man, I could play Deadlock on it and like late at night, just not be on my PC.
Because
Maybe.
I was like, oh man, that I might actually end up thinking about it at least a little bit. Because for me, it's 20% off. Which I did just say, oh no, 20% off. But like, it's
This is brand new
it's
tech.
really new. Yeah,
It's one of those rules. New games, new tech, new console.
they're always
Anything that's
smaller
brand new,
discounts. Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, the discount doesn't apply or it's very small on Black Friday.
Um. So I was thinking about it, right? And this Steam Deck sale somehow brought up the price of the new Valve stuff that they're going out right. So I want to move on slightly to once again the Steam machines because did you see Linus Tech Tips' newest video about them?
No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't
Because
even realize he put out a new video.
he put a new video out talking about the price specifically, right? And he rebuilt the Steam machine as best he could for the like what they know that has the Steam machine in it, and they rebuilt it as best they could. And like it was a pretty decent machine. He did say theirs he built would have cost a little bit more because they don't have the custom set stuff that they did, and they're also using the mobile versions of some things. Like the graphics card is the mobile version, if I remember correctly. So this brought up one big thing. He, during his visit, Linus Tech Tips talked about price to Valve. They never answered him. He like blatantly says they never gave him a full answer, and he suggested a $500 price point for the Steam machine, right? Which I think is now okay. Do you think 500 is good for the Steam machine? Because I think that would make it very competitive, extremely competitive.
Uh, Wait.
500 US, I should be saying.
Oh, if it's 500 US, that will like that actually will change the game.
I
That will
mean,
be an
yeah, it,
incredibly great price.
it could be the difference because like
This will literally put it already in a really good position between it will already crush Xbox, but it will put it in a really good position against Sony and Nintendo.
yeah, well, because it'd be cheaper than the Switch 2. It'd be the same price as the PS5 regular, and it'd be slightly more expensive than the Xbox Series X, I think,
Yep.
if I remember correctly. But the problem is when he suggested that price, he said the mood took a dramatic shift to the Valve engineers. Now they never actually answered him, right? They didn't tell him the price. And through their talking and stuff, and they officially said they're gonna price it like a PC, not a console. Right? So Linus Tech Tips, and people can have problems with Linus Tech Tips, and I understand that, but I relatively believe him and trust him when it comes to these type of things. He thinks they're going to be pricing it at $699.99, so roughly $200 more than $500. So it's going to be less, or it's going to be more than the PS5 Pro. How much is the PS5 Pro? I need to check. Oh wait, I'm gonna get it in Canadian dollars. Oh no, I need to go to the US site. PS4, PS5 price. Oh, Bruce. I put Bruce instead of price. Where is it?
What's the Bruce? What's the Bruce?
Okay, so I'm keep getting. Okay, I have to put USA. I keep getting like it's not nine. Okay, it's $749 US.
Ah,
So
that's still a scary
it's still a lot, but technically cheaper, right? But the PS5 is a more powerful machine than the Steam machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, Alchem, do you think if they price this at $699.99, so instead of saying if they price this at $700, is that too much?
I feel like that seemed okay because they're trying to price it as a PC. Given what its specs are and given what it's gonna do, and I mean, one of its biggest selling points is definitely the size and portability. Um, I I feel like it's right around the average for what they are trying to do.
Yeah.
I still feel like it should be a little less, especially if they're not touting it as a console. They literally have said
It's a PC.
they don't want it to. Yeah, they're saying it's a PC. I'm I'm saying that if it looks like, if it sounds like, if it works like, and if it is shaped like console, then console shall be.
I
But
think the problem is that they're saying like, oh, it's gonna be priced as a PC, but every time you talk about it, it's like a console. You know what I mean? Like your marketing makes it seem like a console. And everything you talk about with the controller and everything, it makes it seem like a console. But then you're pricing it like a PC. It makes no sense. Like, I understand where they're coming from, but I also don't understand why they think that's a good idea.
If I can take it apart easily, like any normal idiot like me can take it apart and replace things, because eventually consoles get dated. Eventually, the tech doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Hence why there's always a new generation of consoles, because the graphics get better, and you can't really change the inside of a console. You can't open it up and add better graphics or better processors. You just have to wait till the next generation of consoles comes out.
Yeah.
If the company continues doing so. So is that what Valve's gonna do? Is the Steam machine going to be the Steam Machine 1, and then there's gonna be a second one and a third one and a fourth one that
Yeah.
continues like every other console has? Or is it like a computer? And this is, I feel like, the defining thing, whether it should be considered a computer and or a console. If it will have a second model of it in the future to be stronger, better, faster, all that
Yeah.
stuff, then it is a console. If you and I can easily open it up and replace everything inside if needed, like better graphics
Yeah.
card, better processor, better everything, then that's a PC. And if that's the case, yes, the price is fine. The price
Yeah.
is
We don't
absolutely
really
fine for what it is.
know if you're going to be able to replace the parts for a Steam
Exactly.
machine.
Exactly.
I
We
mean, the
don't
problem is
know
some of the graphics card,
what's
like
out
some of the stuff is custom. Like it's not fully custom, it's slightly custom.
there. Then there's
So I don't know about that. Another thing I feel like is that okay, console like when even like going back to consoles like the Xbox, the Nintendo, like the Nintendo consoles, the PlayStations, you lose money when making a console. Everyone knows this, right? Basically, pretty much you lose money
yeah.
per sale because you want to sell the hardware.
Yeah.
On like for Valve specifically, selling the Steam machine at a loss makes more sense than the other consoles. Because do you know the main marketplace that people on Steam machines would use? Steam. So like you're taking a cut after every sale on Steam. And if you sell more Steam machines, more people are going to use Steam. And I just feel like maybe I'm thinking too much like a ruthless businessman or something like that. Because selling this thing at $500 and then every time they buy a game you're taking a 30% cut of that price thing because they bought it on Steam most likely. Every time, I feel like you would make more money anyway, you know? Like unless I'm talking crazy. What do you think?
No, I feel like you're on the right path here. I mean, it's as if imagine if Sony or PlayStation just had their console, and you couldn't even play third parties. Like the third
Yeah.
parties that are between all three consoles, or all right, not all three, but between Sony and PlayStation. Those wouldn't be allowed, and you could only play games specifically through Sony and through their
Yeah.
network and made by them, which is essentially what the Steam box is, or the Steam engine is, or
Steam
Steam
machine.
machine. Oh,
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
the
to be
Steam.
fair, it is a Linux based thing and like you can use other things. Like it is an operating system still on it from what I can tell. Like you don't have to use Steam, but obviously they
You don't
want you to
have
use
to,
Steam.
but most people are going to.
Yeah, because it'd be the easiest thing to do, probably.
Yeah, it's the most logical thing to do.
Yeah,
So it makes no sense to try to do something different, or
yeah,
try to find a workaround. Unless you really, really want to, you can find a workaround. But I mean,
probably.
most people won't do that because of convenience.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point of this thing is supposed to be convenience. Their
Mhm.
official quote from the Linus Tech Tip video is they want it to be a pretty good deal for anyone buying it. They have confirmed it will be priced like a PC, but want it to be a pretty good deal for anyone buying it. And putting all the parts together and pricing them, it is cheaper if it was $699 still. It is cheaper than all the parts individually. Like if you bought all the parts and then tried to pick your PC or pick your part,
Mhm.
it's still technically cheaper. Even trying to do with workarounds in terms of because obviously some of them it is custom. It's slightly custom. So we don't have the exact values, obviously. So it feels weird, Alchem. The more I learn about the Steam Machine, the more I'm worried they're just doing the exact same thing with the 2013 Steam Machines and haven't learned anything. You know? Because, like, I don't see the purpose of this thing once again. Like, I know the purpose. Like, I know what they're going for, but it feels once like it's like what we said last week on this. I if I remember correctly, I just am concerned about the market. Like the not the market, sorry, like the people. Like who are you selling this to? And you're going for what I think they are going for is a console gamer that's scared of PC but wants to go to PC. But like most people who are console gamers don't go to PC because of the price. Like I would argue that is one of the biggest things. Like people say about the, how difficult it is to run games on PC. I think that's an old thing that most people don't really care about. It's the price. Everyone thinks to buy a good computer to play PC games, you need $3,000, right? You need $4,000, right? Because everyone's so stuck up on like getting the newest graphics card and stuff like that. When realistically, you can go 2 generations down and be completely fine, Like I used the 1080 until the 4090 came out. Like my 1080 lasted a very long time. You can be 2 generations down and be totally fine. You don't need to listen to all these tech people that saying, "Oh, I need 2000 frames per second to play Minecraft or something like that," or like even the Counter-Strike people are like, "I need 360 FPS or my game's unplayable." Those people are crazy.
That's the dumb mentality that's been pushed with technology since
That's
forever.
the thing. That's the thing. So I think you need to push past those problems, and that's what the Steam Machine is trying to do, right? It is a modest machine with modest specs that you can buy it and it works. Like a console. That's the thing. The console's like the whole thing about console versus PC is that you buy a console, you plug it in, you put in the disc, and it works. Unfortunately, nowadays, that's not as simple as that. Sometimes it doesn't work.
And nowadays we don't use PCs anymore. You just have it.
Oh yeah, you don't have discs.
Download it.
You don't have discs.
There's no physical games anymore, guys. Remember, I was right. I said it a year ago. All your physical copies of games that don't exist. They're just keys.
Well, to be fair, Nintendo stuff still exists, and some of
most of them are still keys.
Yeah, a lot of them are keys. But that's also because we're not helping the problem because we still buy digital games all the time. It's unfortunate, but
Excuse
me. Bless you.
Pardon me.
So yeah, okay, Alchem. Let's say I know neither of us are really interested in buying the Steam Machine. But let's say you don't have a PC, okay? Let's say you don't have a PC. The Steam Machine comes out for $699.99. Would you buy it?
No.
No?
I feel like I wouldn't have as much possible customization that I'd want with a PC.
Yeah.
I mean, I would really if I needed if I really, really, really needed... No, it wouldn't even work as a laptop because I need a screen. So
you need a screen, yeah.
Yeah, so... unless I was... Okay, if I was still in the era where I usually went and hung out with all my homies, like my friends and stuff, during like college or during high school... where we went off and like brought stuff over to play and shit. Like say one of our friends didn't have like a console, a specific game or something. Then because I could just
the Steam Machine is gonna be huge.
Yeah,
the Steam Machine is gonna be huge for like LAN parties. But those are few and far between nowadays. Like when
the internet has killed LAN parties.
My friends, my IRL friends, we bring our Switches. So we can play Smash together. Even though technically we can play online, but it's different.
It's different.
I can't physically try to push them over because I can't win otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't make them turn on all items because I find it more fun.
There's something very special about like LAN parties
that
just online can never ever ever replace.
Not to shake our walking sticks and tell kids to get off our lawns. But split screen and co-op games, man, those are something else.
Yeah, it was absolutely something else back
So
then.
different from playing games online. Like playing games online
Back
together,
in my
amazing, and it should never be
mm,
changed. But
no.
split screen co-op, man, that's a whole nother thing.
Back in my day,
Playing
we
Left 4
didn't
Dead
have
2
this
on
internet.
360, playing Left 4 Dead 2 on 360 split screen at 10 FPS was an insane experience.
Fun as
Yeah,
hell.
like because I agree with you, Alchem. Because like if I didn't have a PC, I still don't even know if I would buy a Steam machine. I'd just rather buy a
No,
PC. Like I'd build a
I'd
PC.
rather I'd rather just pay a little bit extra or save up and get myself a PC.
Yeah,
I mean,
like it
I
really
get
does
the
feel
idea.
like, yeah, I understand. I just don't know who you like. But once again, I've talked to people, and I've heard a lot of people say that there's a lot of people excited for the Steam machine. Right, and I'm not
I'm
just talking
here.
about like Twitter and stuff like that. I'm talking about actual people I have heard say,
I'm
yeah, they're
here.
excited for it and they want to buy
I'll
it, and
be.
they're not PC gamers, but they want a PC, so they're gonna just they decided to buy the
Uh,
Steam machine.
I'm here thinking though. I'm actually giving it a second thought,
Yeah,
and because I'm trying to like brain like see it like me without
yeah. Put
PC.
yourself in that
If I
position.
really wanted, if I really wanted this, would it be? I feel like I think thinking about it a bit more. I think I would because as long as it functions like a PC, as long as I can actually use it like a PC
Yeah,
and not just a gaming console, I can actually write stuff, I can work on stuff, I can
yeah.
use other
Web
applications
browse and
to
stuff like that,
like web, not just web browse, but
like
like if I
YouTube,
wanted it to work for create videos to like in my case work on models, in my case
Blender.
work on texture stuff. If I wanted to do other things, not just enjoy, not to just partake in like playing games or watching YouTube or watching TikTok or watching stuff.
Yeah,
If I wanted to create, if it's able to let me use other programs on it and create stuff, like I said, editing, video editing, model making, whatever the heck I'd like, if it lets me do that, then yes, I'd be fine. I'd be yeah, this works. I expect the lifetime of this to probably be 5 to 10 years. Probably less. I mean, 10 would be. I would be happy if it could last 10 years. If the lifespan
yeah,
is expected to be 10 years, I expect it to be at least 4 to 5. So I think I'd be happy, especially if it can do those things I mentioned. So
yeah,
yeah, I could see this being really good for a lot of people. I can understand why people would be excited.
yeah. I think the yeah, I mean, in the okay, so while you're talking, I was looking for it in their own advertising outcome in like the Steam Machine page on Steam. It
Hmm.
says yes, the Steam Machine is optimized for gaming, but it's still your PC. Install your own apps or even another operating system. Who are to tell you how to use your own computer? So it is just
Okay,
still a computer. Like you
if
can just
if they're
you can like it's like it says if you don't like Steam OS, install Windows on it. You know,
yeah,
like
if end of the day it's still a PC, then I'm
yeah,
sold. Then
yeah.
I'd be okay with this.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I think a lot of people like myself and you initially is like, why would you use this? But if you're someone who doesn't have a gaming PC and wants a gaming PC, I think this is it for you because
Yeah,
$699, yeah, that's expensive for a console, but it's not a console. It's a PC that's optimized for gaming, which is what their like whole like that's their whole pitch, I guess. It's optimized for
yep,
gaming, but it's also a PC. It's a plug and play PC. It's what Best Buy wants their pre-built PCs to be.
yeah, basically yes.
And
So
I
uh,
obviously this is still just a rumored price and this is just Linus Tech Tips, but the 699 price, I still do think it's too much. I do think they should have priced it lower. But if it is 699, I think it'll be okay, you know. And also,
yeah,
we said this last time as well when we talked about this without the knowing of the potential price. You also, they're a private company. There's no shareholders, there's no investment, there's no investors. if they only sell 1 million units, that's crazy good for them. They want to sell 1 million units, you know? They don't like if they sell more than if they sell more than 300,000, which is what the Steam machine in 2013 sold, it's a success to Valve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Steam Deck, we see the Steam Deck as a huge success, right? In hardware. The Steam Deck's only sold a few million units. Like I think at maximum I've ever seen it's like 6 million or something like that. And it's like that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, don't get me wrong. But when we think about hardware, the Xbox Series X is considered a failure for Microsoft, and it sold like 20 million plus. You know, like it's a different ball game, I feel like, with Valve, because like they can sell 500,000 and still be okay with it. And I feel like some people, like myself, are kind of putting like they're applying some things at their own thinking with what Valve is doing, but Valve doesn't care. Because everyone's talking about how Valve is trying to crush Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Like they're trying to go into the console market. And like I just don't think Valve cares about that. Valve is like, no, no, no. We don't care about that. We're just trying to make a gaming PC affordable for people. You know, they don't care about the console. They're not trying to be competition for Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo. I think kind of people like myself are kind of put that forward because that's what they thought. Because like they see, oh my god, Valve's making a console. But that's kind of us talking and not Valve. Valve isn't really saying that. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of us putting words in Valve's mouth.
Hence why I just waiting until the day comes when they're finally out, and then people can give their opinion, people give their reviews.
Well, people will
we'll know for sure.
People will review it with their wallets.
Yep, we will either hear a bunch of like ecstatic praise and lots of people buying it, or just a bunch of people bitching.
I hope it does well.
I really do too, honestly.
I mean, with the Steam Deck, how well the Steam Deck did, I think Steam Machine will be doing fine. I just want to know, like, is it for people who just like Steam products, or is it an actual good middle of the road gaming PC for people who don't want to deal with PC gaming? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I want it to be. Like, if I have a console friend who's like, dude, I want to play PC games with you or PC games in general, but I don't know computers, how do I get a PC? And like before this, my suggestion was find someone that knows computers and ask them, because I don't know computers. And it's like, yeah, so it's like, but then if my answer can change to, oh yeah, like you could buy the Steam machine. It's slightly more expensive than a console, less expensive than a PC, but it's a pretty good gaming PC. It's a really good first PC. And if you like it and you want to start going crazy, then you can start building your own. Yeah. You know? And I that's what I want it to be, and I think that's what Valve wants it to be. But I don't know if that's what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
It's one of those we just have, like I said, we'll just have to wait till
next year. It's coming out next year.
Yeah.
We know that. We don't know when next year, but we know it's next year. Same with the Steam controller. And I want the Steam controller. I want the Steam controller pretty bad. I want it. I want it now. I'm going to travel to the US and break into Valve's office and steal a Steam controller. I'm going to be honest.
All right. That's gonna be something I'll talk about. I guess I'll talk about that.
Talk about my arrest. Yeah. I'll do the next podcast from jail.
Yeah. Just we should just have next time when it's out or just before it's out, just have like a little setup with like barbell, just bars right in front of you.
Yep.
Reporting live from prison is Jelly.
Always. All right, Alchem. So,
prison. Yeah.
Speaking of prison, no, I'm kidding.
Oh my!
That would have been a crazy segue. That would have been a crazy segue.
What a great transition! What a great segue! Go on.
No. Speaking of Steam, this is what it actually a segue is. Did you see Tim Sweeney's comments about Steam? First of all, do you know who Tim Sweeney is, right? You probably have heard his name before.
PlayStation.
No, he's Epic.
PlayStation? No, no, no.
He's the Epic
Oh yeah,
boss.
Epic.
Yeah, he's
Right,
Epic.
Epic's boss.
Yeah. Did you see
No, what
his?
the heck did he say?
So Tim Sweeney said
Yeah.
he thinks Steam should stop labeling games that are being made with AI. He thinks they should get rid of the AI label.
I remember that. I'm like,
Yeah, because he says it
no.
makes no sense. He says because AI will be involved in nearly all future products. And then here's the thing that you might have not known. A Valve artist responded. And in some very funny ways, because along with Tim Sweeney's response, there's been a lot of people talking about, made with AI label is my problem with it. It's very vague because it doesn't tell you what they did, like honestly, if the made with AI label was more specific or more detailed, that's what I want it to be. Because like I don't care if someone said, "Oh, there was made with AI." Oh, like I used some AI tool to help
that lets me create the graphics, or helps me make the
helps.
mechanics for
Yeah,
gravity
it's
or
like it helped.
physics.
Yeah, like it helped me made this 3D model, so I didn't have to copy paste it every time. It's like, or it's like, oh, and put the bones and all the like it helped me build the bone structure for the human skeleton in this human model.
Or help
You know,
me randomly generate every unique dungeon encounter to make
yeah.
it. I mean, there's been all these
There's a
weird
lot of
AIs that
AI.
exist in the.
Yeah,
Or there's director AIs for some video games.
yeah. So like that
Like,
stuff, yeah, sure. That's been in games like arguably since like the early 2000s. But like what made
most people are talking about.
what most people are talking about is the generative AI stuff, like the art,
Yeah,
the writing, the
yeah.
coding. Like that's what I know. It's like, did you use AI art, and is this game written by AI, like Call of Duty 7 or Black Ops 7?
As long as it's
That's
as
what
long
I
as
care
it's not
about.
involving the art, the voice acting, because
Yeah.
apparently that's becoming more of a thing
Oh
now.
yeah, I've heard some of. Oh my god, Alchem, I've heard some of that AI voice acting, and man, is it bad. Like it
They
actually
need to
hurts my
stop.
ears. It's like the YouTube auto dubbing feature. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's awful. I hate
Yeah,
it. But
they gotta not do that.
yeah. So this is what the Valve artist said. This is saying like food products shouldn't have ingredients lists. Consumers should have the information to decide what they want to buy or something, to buy something or not, depending on its contents. The only people afraid of this are the ones who know their products is low effort, which is a smackdown, and I agree honestly.
No. Yeah. I mean, imagine if that were the norm.
Yeah,
Then guess what? During roll credits, they just have like a bunch of either they wouldn't mention anything about arts or graphics or anything like
yeah,
that. They would just kind of skip all that. Or yeah, basically they would just skip all that because they don't want to show that it's a bot or a AI that created all the art or the music or anything like that.
yeah. It's crazy to me that people have this thing, and honestly, I agree. I do think the people who are scared of the AI label, it just means that you don't think the product is good enough that people would ignore it. You know what I mean? Like there are games that have AI labels that people don't care about. You know,
Yeah.
one prime example right now is Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders has an AI, has them made with AI system because they do AI stuff with the voice acting, but it's not AI voice acted. They got permission from the voice actors to write lines for them using the voice, and then use text to speech program to voice the lines with an AI voice of their voice, which they got permission for. Which I
Yep.
mean, I still disagree with it because I like, why don't you just hire them to for those voice lines? Like just hire them then. If you're putting this all this effort, just hire them and let them record like 5 voice lines. Like I don't think this would be that difficult. But like at least you're
Something
doing all
scheduled
the
every.
permissions and stuff. Like at least you're doing it the right way. I still disagree with
Yeah.
using it, but at least you're doing it the right way.
It's like the James Earl Jones approach.
Yeah.
It's you can't. Yes, you can be mad about AI, but he willingly did this. He said, "Yes, do you have my permission to use
Yeah.
my voice
He
for
got
your thing,"
yeah, they got permission for it.
and they agreed. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. It's one of those rare instances where it bad AI boo, but they're doing the right thing. They're taking the right position there,
Yeah.
and the artist or the talent behind it is okay with it.
And it's upfront. They're upfront with it. It wasn't like a sneaky thing they put in the contract or anything like
Yeah,
that. So like,
yeah.
I'm okay with it a little bit at least. So I think it's I just want it to be more detailed because this like yeah, AI isn't used in a lot of things now. So I like half agree with Tim Sweeney. Yes, AI is in a lot of things. So don't get rid of the made with AI label. Make it more detailed, please. I want to know exactly what AI is being used. Or not exactly. What programs are being used? Like, is it AI
It's
generated
not.
art? You know? Is it coding? Is it did they use chat did they say make game a script and put it in chat GPT and that's what the game script is? Like they did for Black Ops 7.
eh, They can't. It's not hard to be transparent about stuff.
Yeah.
Par- the people who say it is, or the people who make a big deal of it, clearly have something to hide.
Yeah. Or like it's not even like they declare something to hide, or they like just don't understand the problems with it. Or they're seeing too much of the potential good side of it, in my opinion, as well. Like I think AI can be a good thing, but not the way it's being used right now. Like even with Arc Raiders, I still disagree with it being used, but at least they're doing it the right way. And another thing I wanted to say, Alcom, that I think I
Yeah.
personally agree with is I can't believe Tim Sweeney, the boss of AI, or the boss of AI, the boss of
Oh,
Epic,
awesome. Yeah.
has the nerve to criticize Steam, considering the steaming pile of crap that it is, the Epic Game Store. Like,
Remember, all the other marketplaces feel like Steam has a monopoly, but I,
they
I,
do. To be fair, they do.
but it's funny. Like I can't say they don't, but it's not because they're ruining everyone else to make sure they stand on alone.
That is
They're
true,
not.
but like that
They're
doesn't
just
mean it's not a monopoly.
yeah.
How you
But
get to it doesn't matter.
it's a monopoly caused by everyone else's crap or like
Yeah,
low standard.
terrible products. I agree with you, Alcom, but it doesn't matter how the monopoly was formed. It's still a monopoly.
It's still a monopoly.
And by law, funny enough, by law, it's not a monopoly because they've already had this
Yeah,
discussion in laws. Because the problem is the
yeah,
video game industry is all video games, so it includes
yeah,
all storefronts. So Steam is actually incredibly low on
yeah.
the monopoly front
Totem
because
pole here.
it's also include like the things that are Steam is going against technically is also like Google Play and Apple Play, the Apple Play Store. So obviously they're a super small
Um,
fry in
but I'm
terms
just
of the
like over
law.
here. I'm over here just like they really didn't do anything that most monopolies do to become said
Yeah,
monopoly.
yeah,
All
they
they're
didn't
doing is
like buy
providing a
it.
good service.
Yeah, and I agree with you,
So what
Alcom.
are
I agree with you, Alcom. The problem is that it doesn't matter how you get to be a monopoly, you still are in PC gaming. But the problem is that PC like that's not how the law sees it, or the
they?
good
Yes,
thing. Like it depends on your point of view.
it,
I do
I
think
feel like it's a
I do
good
think
thing because
Steam gets
their service
away.
hasn't changed.
Yeah, I do think Steam gets away with some things that would be annoying. Like for instance, like the Steam Marketplace is actually awful. Like it's a gambling casino, so that has its own problems. But Tim Sweeney having the nerve to criticize Steam when you couldn't even make like when Epic Game Store didn't even have a cart for the longest time, didn't have user reviews, didn't have gifting, it didn't have achievements, it didn't have so many things, Outcome. It had literally nothing except buy one game, only one because you don't have a cart. You have a cart now, but then you didn't have a cart, and then install game to play game, and you have to literally buy people off. Like literally have to bribe people to get to put your game on Epic.
Uh-huh. That through that for
and
quite
we
a few
and we
years.
have and we have little like proof of games not selling very well on Epic, like Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2, amazing game. Everyone says it's great. The game lost money for like 4 years. Like it didn't make money until it was 4 years later because of how
Oh,
little people bought it because it wasn't on Steam, and it's
oh.
just so sad. Like I don't know if you've seen this. This is I didn't think about talking about this, but did you see the Remedy um financial reports, they've lost so much money this year because of Alan Wake 2 not making money because of Epic Games and FTC Firebreak failing so hard. They're hurting for money right now. They lost, I think it was like 40 something million euros. It was not a good. It
Yeah.
was not a good year for Remedy, but luckily,
Oh,
Control
no.
2 is around the corner. Control 2 is still happening, so they hope that Control 2 and like going back. Basically, they said we're sorry about FTC Firebreak. We're not exactly known for multiplayer games. We don't know why we made one. We're sorry. We're going back to single player games, and I agree. I think, though, I do think FTC Firebreak is a fumbled bag. Like they could have made an interesting co-op game. The problem is they decided to make a Left 4 Dead 2 game like 20 years too late. And they didn't have anything to make it Remedy, but you know, maybe that's a rant for another day. You don't even know what FTC Firebreak is, do you?
No.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, like,
exactly.
I've not heard of this game.
It's a 3-player co-op horde game. It's a like a Left 4 Dead or a Vermintide or a Darktide in the Control universe.
Oh.
So it sounds interesting, right?
Yeah.
Super fumbled the bag. Like the game is not very good. It is unfortunate because I think the biggest problem is what they should have done is what they should have done with Vermintide. Do you ever play Vermintide?
Yes, I did.
Because the characters, the classes you play are blank slates. They basically don't speak.
Oh.
And like you could have made such interesting characters with Remedy and the Control universe. You know, you could and there's basically zero story. Like if they just made a more interesting instead of making a co-op horde shooter that you're made to play over and over and over and over again, make a co-op game. Like just make a co-op game. Don't make a horde shooter thing. Make a co-op game that you play through a couple times, you know? Or something like that. Like there are a lot of ways to make that type of game, but make it Remedy, you know? But instead it's like they hired a different company and said, "Here's some things from Control, make a game." And it feels like that's what they did. But they didn't do that. It wasn't their internal team. Like it wasn't a third-party team.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So, it felt weird.
Well.
So to go on to another disappointment, Alchem. You and I
Looking at me.
Alchem, you're not a disappointment.
Oh.
At least to me. I can't speak for other people.
Oh.
What? I'm just being truthful. You're not a disappointment to me. But what was a disappointment was you and I played this game together actually a couple times. We enjoyed it. Didn't play it again for 6 months, and then it disappeared because it got shut down, and that's Xdefiant.
Oh yeah.
I saw something, Alchem, that made me slightly sad. And I'm curious. I'm curious if you saw this. Did you know what xdefiant started as?
No. What did they start as?
It started as a single-player Splinter Cell game.
Oh.
It started as a new
Splinter Cell
game, a single-player new Splinter Cell game, and it became xdefiant.
Oh man, Splinter Cell because of xdefiant.
Yeah. So this game started a while ago, actually, as a single player Splinter Cell game. They wanted to make a Splinter Cell game, so they made a prototype, and basically the Ubisoft guys said, "No, make a multiplayer game. We want the Call of Duty money." And basically they were forced to do it.
They could have done a Splinter Cell game and had a multiplayer. Oh my god.
Yeah, because they basically from what
money back.
Yeah, from what they said, for the first 6 months, the team was very excited to work on a Splinter Cell project, really looking forward to it. But for the first 6 months, because we thought we were going to be able to make something really great, yet over the time, it became clear Ubisoft wasn't interested in the team's idea. You realize that all of these things you care about, they don't anymore. It's a common thing in games. And basically, they were pushed to make xdefiant what became to, like, the live service multiplayer game. Funny enough, do you know what that team that ended up wanting this Splinter Cell game, they left before xdefiant really got into its thing. They left when they realized they weren't allowed to make a Splinter game. Do you know what they became?
What did they
I don't.
become?
I don't remember. I don't know what the company is called, but it was Herman and Co. They made Dispatch.
Oh my
They ended
god,
up making
no way.
Dispatch. Yeah.
Ad Wait, ad hoc? Or
Yeah,
like
they
they
became
what?
that
Oh,
company.
it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't it ad hoc studio? Oh my god, yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah, yeah, yeah,
became
yeah. They were getting I
a lot of them
remember
were
they
ex
mentioned
Ubisoft.
that.
A lot of them were ex
Yeah,
Ubisoft.
I
They
remember
were
they had the
originally
studio.
they were originally interested in making a new Splinter Cell game, but Ubisoft basically said no.
Yeah. They had the idea for Dispatch. Like they
Years
mentioned it.
ago.
They had the idea for that years ago, but they had to like hold it back, and they were working on this thing for Ubisoft. But then Ubisoft just changed the bag, and they decided, no, we're gonna leave, and we're gonna now work on this old project,
Yeah.
and
And
that's where
this
they
Dispatch is
yeah.
started as an FMV game as well. It was live
Yep.
action people. Though I think the animation is amazing in Dispatch, so
I feel like they went in the right direction there.
I think so too. I think so too. But yeah, Alchem, it was
Yeah.
originally a Splinter
God.
Cell game. That sucks. Because you know what the funny thing is, I've never played a Splinter Cell game because when I like got
No.
into like when I was like, oh, these are kind of cool games. There hadn't been a Splinter Cell game for like 7 years.
Yep. And there will never be one now.
Well, I mean, they have a
No.
Netflix show, I guess.
Please, as if the show will revive the game. I
Yeah,
doubt it.
yeah,
So I'm like, God damn it, Ubisoft, stop fumbling the bag.
yeah, yeah. So
No,
that made me sad, but also like kind of glad because if Ubisoft wasn't stupid, we wouldn't have
we
gone
would have had
Dispatch.
Dispatch.
And Dispatch is a
Yeah.
great game. It's a great game. We wouldn't have heard Charlie as a pig guy as well. So
We
that's
wouldn't
a
have had
that's a positive.
Jacksepticeye punching people in the balls.
Yeah, that too. And we wouldn't have had everyone remember the Breaking Bad guy realizing that he can be more than just the Breaking Bad guy.
Sorry, I was remembering the one line that they always remember were like, what's his name? I remember when Walter White trying to tell Jesse to do all this stuff, and Jesse just goes, "Well, for reasons I won't say the line again."
Yeah.
Yeah, but he just he does a salute, and he just makes fun of Walter because he
Yeah.
keeps like ordering him around and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Every time I
Um
ever think of like Aaron Paul doing acting,
Oh,
I just go back to that, and then I remember, oh yeah, he's actually
yeah.
a really good actor.
You know what I just realized? I didn't know that was Jacksepticeye. He's the small guy that punches everyone in the crotch.
He is Punch Up. He is Punch
He's
Up.
Punch Up. I didn't actually know he was
Yeah,
Punch Up. That's hilarious. I've
he-
only seen a couple things because the problem is that I
he's proud of the
eventually
fact that yeah,
go ahead,
he's
go
proud
ahead.
of the fact that people don't recognize that he is Punch Up.
Yeah, yeah. Like
That's the side of good voice acting.
I
At least his words.
I haven't like
Yeah,
I've seen you play it. I've seen a bunch of people play it, but like I haven't wanted to spoil myself because I want to play the game eventually. You know?
yeah, yeah.
So like I obviously know like the I know like the main bullet points because it's impossible to not see the main bullet points when the game
Yeah.
comes out. Like I don't mind that. It's
And the
totally fine.
internet
But
blows up and
yeah,
shows it everywhere.
and I've seen a lot of the fan art. A lot of the fan art. I know a lot of people are super sad that the red, like the super strong, is she a demon girl?
Malevola.
Malevola, that
Yeah,
she's not a
she's
romanceable character. Like there's a lot of people that really wanted her to be a romanceable character. They wanted to be tossed around. I get it. Um and yeah,
they
like I've
want a
seen
strong Dolly mom.
yeah,
People are not okay.
yeah. They need someone to tell them it's okay. And I get it. So, yeah, it's really funny to see that because like it sucks that xdefiant that's what it happened. Like they wanted to make a Splinter Cell game. They basically said, "No, you have to make this game." They're like, "We don't really want to make that game." So they left. And then they ended up making Dispatch, which is really cool. But it kind of sucks because we didn't get that Splinter Cell game they wanted to make. Because I think one of the
Yeah.
best things about game developers is when they want to make something and then they make it. It's generally a pretty good product, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unfortunate. And X Defiant wasn't that bad of a game. Like I still think they cut the plug way too soon. But who
It really
knows?
needed time to be. It
I
needed time to be picked
I
up by
mean,
the general mass.
it didn't even last a year.
No,
And
they did not give it a chance.
the biggest problem I had with it is that I had to launch Ubisoft's stupid thing to play it.
Mhm.
Like, if I could just hit a play button and not have to launch Ubisoft Connect, it'd be totally fine. The reason I stopped playing is because I hated Ubisoft's player so much.
Well.
Yeah. So, Alchem, to go from Ubisoft that we hate, let's go on to another company that I'm annoyed at, and I don't remember if you're annoyed at. Krafton. Do you remember who Krafton is?
Oh, the current owner of what's
Subnautica
called
2.
Subnautica 2. Yep.
And PUBG. And
Oh yeah,
they
yeah.
also own, oh god, what was that really cool game that came out on Xbox and then they won awards and then they got shut
Oh
down?
yeah, it's, Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush. They also own Hi-Fi Rush. So they're being sued out of their mind, right, by the Subnautica 2 developers. We know this. Do you remember this?
Yes.
So, Alchem, the court case or the things have been happening in court. They've actually gone along and the court stuff has happened. So people have been talking with the lawyers and stuff. So I'm about to say something to you. Now, I had to put an asterisk to this. This is translated, right? Because the CEO of Krafton, oh god, Chang Ham Kim, is Korean, because Krafton is Korean. So it is all in Korean court, basically. And things are being translated to English. So obviously, there could be a little bit weirdness. So, in court, the lawyers are talking. I can't remember what the I think it's Discovery is what's happening right now. They're trying to get his events of the, what's it called, the timeline for him, right?
Yeah.
And so the CEO of Krafton was asked if ChatGPT was asked to help him figure out how to avoid paying the Subnautica 2 earnout, which is the bonus that they're earned, which is one of the reasons that the Subnautica 2 developers are suing them, or the former head developers are suing them. And at first, he says no. Right? Or he said no publicly before, because he's been asked this question before, but now he's in court being asked it under oath. And so, instead of saying no, he says, I started discussing this matter with various teams within the company to figure out what we could do. He testified in this court case. That's via translator. So I talked to the legal team, the finance team, and the corporate team, and the PR team, all these various teams, and I actually searched on ChatGPT to get faster answers to figure out what kind of rights we have. He was asked why he consulted with ChatGPT, and he said, I think just like everyone else, I'm using ChatGPT to get faster answers or responses just like a Google search. So, he asked ChatGPT, how do I avoid paying Subnautica 2 devs their bonus on ChatGPT? Says the guy who says ChatGPT is just like a Google search, which by definition it is not, by the way, just so everyone knows, it is not a search engine. Says also the same company who says they want to be an AI first company who doesn't know what ChatGPT is because it's not a search engine. And Alchem, the more I learn about this case, the more I find it hilarious. Because Alchem, put yourself in an investor's shoes, as you would, you know? You're an investor. You're spending millions and millions of dollars. You just put in $70 million into AI GPU clusters. And then the CEO of your company says ChatGPT is a search engine for your AI first company. I would be so sad. I'd be like, oh no, our money's gone. Our money's gone.
He doesn't know. He doesn't actually know what any of this is. He's just a talking
Yeah.
head. That's the president. He's just a talking head.
Yeah, he's the
He
CEO.
doesn't actually know anything behind the scenes.
Yep.
I'd already be trying to see if, like, can I back out of this already?
Yeah. And it's so funny to me that in this testimony, or yeah, testimony, that's the correct word. He literally is saying, like, he's literally saying he was trying to figure out how to get out of ways to pay them this bonus, or like figure out what kind of rights that they have so they can not pay these people, even though they were hitting all the marks that they themselves set. It's like, it's what happened to like the whole the good company for gamers when they bought Hi-Fi Rush. Like, what happened to this, guys? Like, it was only like a year ago. Like, what happened in this 1 year? Like, oh my god, the AI money just blinded them. It seems like, holy cow. I feel so bad for the high. And honestly, after the more and more I read about this,
I'm
I
over
feel
it.
so bad for the Hi-Fi Rush people because they literally
So
got
do
they
I.
got fired by Microsoft after making a game that literally won awards, and then they got bought by Krafton. And everyone's like, oh my god, finally they can make Hi-Fi Rush 2. And then their company
And
says
now you're
they're
finding out they're, yeah, you find that they're idiots. It's
yeah,
like, nah. Look, maybe overstepping that, but it just, how do you, if you're basically believe we're going to be AI first, and shouldn't you know that ChatGPT and AI is
it's
is
it's
not
not a
a
search
search
engine.
engine.
It's not a search engine.
I mean, maybe that's a goof. Maybe it's a translator. Maybe,
It
but I
could
don't know.
be
I don't.
what like it could be like, one, he's an idiot. And I honestly hope that's wrong. Two, I think what is more likely happening is he's trying to wiggle himself out of a terrible thing because he can't, like, he doesn't want to lie, right? So it's better if he looks stupid than if he looks like he was trying to screw over unknown worlds, right? So it's better if he looks
Yeah.
dumb, and that's what the story is, rather than the headline being Krafton CEO doesn't pay his workers, basically, you know? Like, because that's basically what he was trying to do. He was saying, how do I not pay them this bonus that they're most likely going to hit with the requirements that we set out, you know? So it's like, that's what he's trying to do. I think he's honestly just trying to be smart in a way of trying not to be super specific, you know? Because something like, before he even talked about ChatGPT, he was literally discussing matters to not be able to pay the devs. Like, that's what they're talking about, you know? And it
This man is going
he's
to try to
trying to
cut
avoid
every single
paying the
corner.
yeah, he's trying to avoid paying the earnout, or the bonus, basically what they agreed to when they purchased Unknown Worlds. And he's asking everyone, like, that's what he's trying to do. And so I
Yeah.
wonder, like, and once again, like you said, as also, it could be a slight translation error because it is being translated from Korean to English, and it's never a perfect translation. But it's just like, I can't believe it. If he is just this dumb, that's really sad. If he is trying to make it sound better, that kind of makes more sense. I do think it makes more sense because he's trying to make it sound that he is just trying to figure out the rights they have, and like the what the contract specifically says. Like, he's just trying to be a good CEO in quotation marks.
Yeah.
But
It
it's
just doesn't sound like it.
yeah.
It's. I'll just. I don't think we have to wait and see. I think it really is. They're
Yeah,
just
it
trying to
really
be
yeah.
incredibly lazy, and they're just
Yeah.
trying to put everything on AI. And well, the future of these games that are with them, except for PUBG, I feel like PUBG, they don't want to. That's their cash cow, so they want to just fuck that one up. But I feel like, especially Hi-Fi Rush, which is the one I'm more invested in because I would love a Hi-Fi Rush too, but I feel like there's no hope there for them.
Yeah.
At least it's going to be it's just going to tank in the creativity department there because they just want to try to just shove AI into everything. They really, really want to do that because that's their incentive or intention. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. And Yeah, like as you read into the more biggest testimony, it gets even worse for him because like he apparently asked ChatGPT dozens of questions, of which all the queries are now deleted. So like the answers ChatGPT gave him for a lot of these queries and his own queries have been deleted, which isn't by default, by the way. Normally, ChatGPT saves that, and OpenAI saves that. So he chose to delete them, from what I can tell. Which doesn't help his case of not being shady.
No, not at all. It just makes it worse.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on this case because I do find it kind of funny, and I do hope the Unknown World guys get their money. Because even though Subnautica 2 it still isn't out yet, if I remember correctly. Like it still looks like a decent game. Subnautica 1 was a good game, and I hope they get their bag. If they earn that money, they earn that money. It's
Right,
Krafton's
yeah.
fault if it's too much for them. If like it's like, oh man, we didn't think we had to do this. Why did you make the deal then?
Here's hoping.
So Alchem, I have one more story. And
Mhm.
luckily for you, it's not what you think it's going to be. It's actually a funny story. Because, Alchem, there's this small show, and by small I mean very big show, that has pretty good video games out. People enjoy those video games, but they also make a lot of episodes in this animated show about video games sometimes. One of their most infamous ones is about Warcraft, South Park, right? South Park had a cameo of a video game recently. Did you see it?
Uh, which recent season, right?
Re- like literally like a couple days ago. Like it
Oh,
was
then I
this
missed that
season.
one.
Yeah, this season basically. So
No, I missed that.
it's a super recent because and it's also it's just a call out basically. It doesn't show uh gameplay if I remember correctly. Yeah. I don't think it shows anything. But basically there's this one thing and it's like after Thanksgiving one of the characters walks up to Token and he's basically been playing this game all day. Like he plays it nonstop and it's Arc Raiders. He he the whole scene is like is I think it's oh god, what's the fat kid's name again? I can't remember now.
Cartman.
Cartman. Cartman's like, dude, Token, what have you been doing? And he's just smashing his hands on the controller like the South Park characters do, saying, playing Arc Raiders.
Mhm.
And then, like, apparently, like, he was supposed to do something, and he just didn't because he was playing Arc Raiders. Which is really funny.
That makes perfect. That makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense.
I love when they do that.
Yeah.
I love when they do reference video games in their media or their universe because it just goes to show.
Yeah.
It makes the characters slightly more relatable and just
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that kind of dumb
Yeah.
little.
I think one of the
reference.
the references are good. Like it's just like another reference. I can't remember if it was in the episode about Tweak and Craig. It was the Yowie episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and they were playing Assassin's Creed together, and like people were watching them play Assassin's Creed because it's Yowie. So, and to be fair, the Make Love Not Warcraft episode, like that Warcraft episode, was pretty.
Oh, that
funny.
one, yeah, the
It's a
entire
classic.
thing dedicated to Warcraft.
It's a classic thing, especially that that the creators of South Park were huge into WoW for a long time.
That was good.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
actually like that one. It was a really
Did you
good one.
play the South Park video games, by the way?
I played up to what's it called? The Stick of Truth.
Oh yeah, I love the Stick of Truth. I didn't play the sequel.
Oh, I did play the Fractured Butthole. I did play that one.
I did
The
not.
only one I didn't play was their recent one
Snow
where
Day?
it's like Snow Day.
And it's not very
Snow Day.
good. Like it's not very good apparently.
Okay, good. I'm glad I missed it then.
Yeah, well, I mean, apparently we played the best ones because a lot of people say the Stick
Yeah.
of Truth is like the best one. Fractured Butthole is good, but has like it's not as good as the Stick of Truth, and Snow Day apparently is just not very. It's pretty bad apparently. So yeah, that was my last story, Alchem. Unless you have anything else to add to it, we could do some shoutouts.
I'm shout-outs or anything else? Well, not shout-outs. I don't have anything newsworthy-wise.
Yeah, it was a pretty quiet
The,
week,
the
like we
only
said.
yeah, the only thing that I just happened to enjoy was just the Fortnite thing, but
Oh yeah, yeah,
but other than that, there was nothing really major story-wise,
yeah, yeah.
which is sad because like we said at the beginning, it's like it's the Thanksgiving weekend. There should have been more.
I think I think one thing is that people are waiting for Black Friday and Cyber Monday to end so all the sales can go away so then people can start marketing stuff again. That's what I'd like to think. I hope. That's my hope, you know.
I hope. I know.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. Why don't you do some shout outs?
All right. Well, then, everyone, thank you so much for joining in for the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed, whether you're watching on YouTube, on Spotify, on TikTok.
Not on TikTok.
In the future, we'll have little clips. But on Twitch over here on my end, thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed my little portion of it, where I just mention my 2 cents or talk about stuff as well, you can catch me over on Twitch, where I stream live. In fact, we're currently live streaming the podcast. We usually do every Saturday, and but yeah, you can catch me here. You can catch me on Twitter. You can catch me on TikTok, on YouTube, and those other platforms. And if you want to support me there, just check out the information. And yeah, I hope you enjoy whenever you pop in. Slowly trying to reach up to 8K, hopefully before the end of the year. But if you ever wanted to just check out my whole thing, just pop in and enjoy. But more importantly, though, enjoy these podcasts where you catch me here, usually on Saturdays, alongside the Techno Jelly, who will now take it away.
I
Go.
will be taking
Go,
it.
Jelly,
My
go.
name is the Techno Jelly. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're listening to on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it if you do. If you're listening on Spotify, please follow and continue streaming the podcast. I really appreciate when people are watching on Spotify. I am still trying to get it on Apple Podcasts. Apple hates me. It's a known fact. Apple and I have a grudge against each other, and I don't know why they won't let me make an account. It's okay. I'll figure it out eventually, I hope. And if you would like to support me directly, please go over to my Patreon at patreon.com/the Technojelly. Alchem, look, it's all the supporters going across the screen right now. Thank you for supporting. I really appreciate it. You get access to a once a month live stream that I do over on my Patreon, and you get put in all the credits of these videos and podcasts. So thank you everyone for supporting. If you'd like to catch me on other platforms, I have a Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Instagram, and Threads, all at the Techno Jelly. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in another episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Later, guys.